This is Gabriel Gonzalez for the Cage Side Press, here with Khonry Gracie, who's making his professional MMA debut at Bellator 192 this Saturday from Los Angeles. Khonry, let me state the obvious. Your last name is Gracie. I think you've probably had to hear about that all week. Tell me some stuff about you besides your last name. Let's start with some important things. What's the last show you binged on Netflix?
Oh man, I can't even remember, dude. I really don't watch a lot of TV.
You don't get because you're busy training all day.
I've been in camp, so you know, I don't really have time for all that stuff.
Gotcha. Well, I guess what else do you like to do in your free time?
Anything with adrenaline. I'm not a guy who likes to sit on the couch and stay home. You put me in an airplane, I'll jump. You put me, on a mountain bike, and I'll come down the mountain. Snowboard, ski, paddleboard, surf, like all of it. Anything with a little bit of adrenaline.
Since you're an adrenaline junkie, skydiving or bungee jumping?
See, I do like adrenaline, but I don't trust bungee jumping, dude. I don't know. There's something about it just...
So let me ask, you think it's more likely the cord breaks than the parachute doesn't open?
Yes, absolutely. I trust the guys who pack the parachute.
This is a very good point, I gotta say. All right.
You gotta trust your people, you know?
So now, bringing it back to MMA, I'm gonna assume you're a little obligated to say your father might be your favorite MMA fighter.
I'm not obligated to say it. I'm gonna say it.
I guess
he's the one I just grew up watching. That's kind of why I say him. So, yeah.
Who else are you a fan of in MMA besides your pop?
Honestly, right now, Douglas Lima. I really like his fighting style. He almost reminds me a little bit of myself. He's just taller. Yeah.
No, I hear you. I gotta imagine jiu-jitsu, a big part of your life growing up. I talked with him. He said it's not necessarily obligatory. You need to get your black belt and you need to compete and all this stuff. But he said it is something that they want you guys, as the younger generation of Gracies, to be well versed on it in case you do ever need to know to defend yourself. What part did it play in your life growing up? Was it something at the gym all the time, or was it just something more on the side like it is for maybe a lot of young kids?
No, I mean, I grew up doing it more. I started at my house, actually. We have mats at our house, so I started, just since I could walk, rolling with my dad. And then as I grew up, I started going to gyms and this and that. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, it was never forced on me. It was more of a fun thing to do, I enjoyed doing it. So, and then I carried it on until today.
Gotcha. Now, I'm assuming grappling, you guys have it covered. I know he's part of your team, and you got all family members cornering you, which I'm sure is going to be a great experience. Want to talk to you about your striking. What teams have you been working with? Who's helped prepare you besides the family?
So, for boxing purposes, I am sticking with Freddie Roach and his right-hand man Marvin. I've been training with them a lot for my stand-up game. And I've been doing kickboxing with one of my dad's black belts. So that's my stand-up game. I have a wrestling coach also. So we're mixing a lot of things in there.
All right. I guess for you, there's a lot of stuff I'm assuming you're going to hear, like living up to expectations and legacy. For you, what's the most important thing you want out of Saturday, just on a personal level?
Who doesn't want to win? Right? I mean, you don't train to lose. So obviously, I want the win. It would be nice if it came from a submission, but I trust my coaches will have prepared me for any situation that comes. If he wants to stand up the whole time, let's do it. If he wants to go to the ground, I can do that too.
I was going to say, do you think it would just blow everyone's mind if you go out there and just put a stand-up clinic in front of the fans in LA?
That would be interesting, but...
I mean, people aren't expecting that.
I know, but I have a game plan, and I'm going to try to stick to it as much as I can.
Gotcha. Now, you're up against an opponent also making his professional debut. Final question, what is your prediction for how it's going to go on Saturday night?
Like I said, we don't train for a loss, so obviously I want the win, but...
Do you see it coming early in the fight?
Show up and find out. like my dad says, a fight can change with one takedown, with one punch. It can change the whole momentum of the fight. So I want to finish the fight, but, you know, you got to see, you got to come, you know.
I got you. Well, Khonry, best of luck in your debut on Saturday, and we look forward. And I will be there. I'm looking to be amazed, brother.